Hello students, today we are going to learn about the pedagogical designs for e-learning. It points out the elements regarding the pedagogical design of learning materials in the digital environment. Pedagogical design is a collaborative process for course development using specific learning objectives and theories to identify teaching strategies, activities, and assessment to achieve desired educational outcomes. It is the design that considers the number of teachers required in teaching, learning, and delivery of the program. Online learning environments provide the best of both synchronous and asynchronous learning opportunity, without the learners and teacher being present in the same physical place. Thus, it provides the best interaction and learning affordance possible with the use of appropriate communication technologies. There are several pedagogical techniques for implementing effective e-learning. Let us discuss some of these techniques in detail. First one is blended learning. Using blended learning strategy, a portion of the course delivered in real time either in a classroom environment or via a live distance learning portal, and another portion via an asynchronous course model. Next is interactive tutorial based training. It is a highly interactive environment. Basic and intermediate skills and knowledge can be presented in an effective manner that can be assessed and tracked as training materials are presented. SCORM object is an example for the interactive tutorial based training. Another one is simulation based training. It allows users to learn how to operate expensive machinery or work with complex computer software in a safe and easy to work in environment. It provides its end users a method of experimenting and learning in an environment. Fourth technique is case-based training. It is a method of training the users for utilizing real-world case studies that the learners work throughout their course. The fifth technique is problem-based training. It provides opportunities to address broader learning goals that focus on preparing workers for active and responsible roles. Next area that we discuss is pedagogical model for e-learning. Let us discuss some of the pedagogical models for e-learning. The first model is open learning or flexible learning. It is a student-centered learning program. It provides students with flexibility and choice in meeting educational goals. Next model is learning communities. Learning communities are groups of people who support each other in their learning agendas, working together on projects, learning from one another as well as from their environment, and engaging in a collective socio-cultural experience. It acts as academic and social support structures that allow students to learn in more authentic and challenging ways. Next model is distributed learning. It is described as education delivered anytime, anywhere to multiple locations using one or more technologies or none at all. It refers to off-site learning environments where learners complete courses at home or work by communicating with faculty and other students. The students engage in learning activities at their own pace and at self-selected time. Another model is communities of practice. These are groups of people informally bound together by shared expertise and passion for a joint enterprise. Next model is knowledge building communities. In this community, communication is perceived as transformative through knowledge sharing and generation. Share a common goal of building meaningful knowledge representations through activities, projects, and discussion. In this juncture, can you define e-learning? E-learning can be defined as an open and distributed learning environment that utilizes pedagogical tools enabled by internet and web-based technologies to facilitate learning and knowledge building through meaningful action and interaction. In addition to this definition, e-learning has the following attributes such as globalization and learning are social processes and are enabled through telecommunication technology. The concept of a learning group is fundamental in achieving and sustaining learning. The concept of distance is relatively unimportant and is not limited to the physical separation of the learner and the instructor. Teaching and learning events are distributed over time and place, occurring synchronously or asynchronously. Learners are engaged in multiple forms of interaction. Internet and web-based technologies are utilized to support the teaching and learning process and to facilitate learning and knowledge building through meaningful action and interaction. Thus, we can conclude that the design or the blueprint of teaching using technology makes all the differences in learning. So, as a pedagogue, intelligence lies in the selection of appropriate pedagogical techniques and models for e-learning. Thank you.